But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
What's he doing there?
Being in prison.
Being incarcerated. That's pretty much what you do in prison.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like him.
Everyone decided that he needed to go to jail for some reason.
Our heat rating has gotten pretty high, and the police were looking for someone, so we fingered Ogre because he's a dangerous lunatic.
I'll miss the bastard. All right, I'm gonna get cleaned up.
I already saw him in prison. He's doing fine, but I promised I would go check in on him. Did he ask me to smuggle anything in? I volunteered to smuggle him stuff.
No, he'll probably take whatever you bring him and use it for favors in there.
Okay. Well, so I got him some cigarettes and porn, so I suppose. I don't know what else you do in prison.
Fair.
So
porn's probably incredibly expensive if we're like pre-printing press.
Yeah, when does he come out?
I believe it was 2 months he was put in there for.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't know how time passes.
Actually, I would think porn wouldn't be that expensive. It'd just be really boring. Well, I mean, if you had the porn, right, it would have to be those like on plates ones, or what do you call it when they you carve it into wood, rather. You carve it into wood.
Naked paintings, etc.
Yeah, basically that mass reproduced all the same.
Well, they wrote.
It.
You know they wrote like erotic fiction too, right?
Yeah, but you get bored of that real quick.
Makes more sense.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know what 2 months means because I don't know how time passes.
No, we got about 7 weeks.
A month. That's
370,000
days.
7 weeks. There's been times where things have fast forwarded. There's been times when not. I'm just going to start a clock for him, and when each time passes, so many slots will go off like these other ones. And when it's done, he's out.
How many more slices does he have left on his clock?
He has 9 more slices.
Oh, yeah, he's in there for a while.
Yeah. All right.
But we either have to lower our heat, or I looked it up. Did you know we can get a perk where we don't give a crap about being at war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do something about that.
Are we going to war?
One thing at a time, of course.
We were at war. We had to go kill the Dimmer sisters. If we had that perk, we wouldn't have cared.
And I'll be honest, we're probably about to be at war with the police, just so you all know ahead of time.
Yeah, so I'm
thinking... Well, it's only likely you'll go to war with someone who's already at 2.
Like
there's not a lot of them at -2.
No, but the police are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's going to be a lot more in -2.
We don't spend a lot of time working on relations, do we?
So
now that I'm not super focused on building hulls and whatnot, I'm noticing that our situation here is tenuous at best.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what we need, Edward, is more people to keep you lot safe when I'm not here, or when I am here.
We're safe. The police were showing up. What we're going to do? Kill more police?
This is also a problem.
Well, I'm glad to see it wasn't your blood. By the way, the doctor didn't go to prison, so if you need him, he's still here.
We have a doctor?
Yeah, we hired him a while ago, remember?
Oh, yeah. That guy. I should probably stop letting Sawtooth stitch me up.
I don't know, guys. Yeah. Grit seems to have come back a little bit weird.
Grit's a good guy.
Are we sure he's not one of me?
I love how you say
Professor.
That. It's a little bit weird.
You look good. You've been working out.
Yeah, high five.
The professor definitely has not been working out.
By the way, there's I need to take Grit aside. Say there's still time to get in the betting pool. I've been slowly inserting needles into the professor, and with the it's time to get in the betting pool. See how many I can get into it before he notices.
How many are you at now?
You can pick a number above 12.
All right. I picked 13.
Okay.
Edward's in for 30.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait for Grit puts one in, says, "Hey, Professor, you've got needles in your butt."
Oh, if only they were just your butt.
Well, they've got to be behind me. So
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how
a little bit of sleight of hand.
Yeah, how much access I have to your body count.
You know, Edward, Prisha's been getting real handsy lately.
More than usual.
Hey,
He keeps wanting to readjust my tie for some reason.
actually, do you is that one of your abilities, Professor? Do you have like super body cavities we can hide stuff in?
I could, but I don't.
Okay, so you don't have that.
Well, I've got
Instead,
one
you
super
have
body
giant-
cavity you can actually fit multiple people in.
In the big
yeah, well,
one.
that's the vehicle, but that's
That's
not
still me,
exactly-
though. That's literally still me.
It's not right, which
It
I
is.
have a plan for, but not today. No, our plan is we found out that this one guy likes to hang out at this restaurant, and now this is the part I'm a little fuzzy on. We're kidnapping him. Why were we kidnapping him again? Are we ransoming him or something like?
We're using him as a ritual.
Oh no, he's your ritual. Oh God. Okay, so
I had to sacrifice him for magic.
So for some reason, Bishop has decided that what he wants are human sacrifices.
Moving up in the world, Edward.
Well, it's for a
I
good
don't-
cause.
I mean, at least we're living up to the weird thing, Edward.
Yeah, I don't know why he feels like he can't just, kill people in arena like you do, but, like normal people. So we're kidnapping him and we're going to sacrifice him. And we're also going to burglarize his house. So the plan is you and I are going to go to the restaurant and abduct him. Now, Bishop, here's the problem. Ogre's in jail. Who's going to do
Yes.
the ritual for you?
We already have someone on the hook. That's why you got the ink.
Right. Okay, good. That's what I thought. All right. So you're going to prepare that. So basically, Grit and I need to go incapacitate the guy and get him to.
Right, and when you get the
And
guy,
yes.
apparently I go to his house.
Just to recap, he does have to be alive for this, right?
Yes, he has to die in the
Okay.
process.
Just checking. And so, yeah, and that's also the day we're going to burglarize his house.
Well, while you guys are doing him, I get the house because
Right, you hit the house.
we have a limited time frame to get all things accomplished.
And we also don't have any intel on his valuables, so just my advice is grab valuable stuff and leave.
I think the idea was
easily
that I
fits.
go in through the roof or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can. Well, you don't have any of the chemicals anymore. You can't dissolve safe.
I can literally fly, levitate. I can levitate.
Right, but you can't dissolve a safe.
No.
Have some faith in the professor.
I mean, I do because you got what, good tinker and good wreck.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Do
say
you
it
have
that way
room?
that gives you super confidence.
nah, I'm not going to be there when you do the burglary, so I'm not the.
I mean, you weren't there when I got beaten shit out of either. What's gonna change, right? Don't
Hey,
count on Pariso is all I've learned.
Oh, stage 1, you and Grit pull off a kidnapping. Stage 2, you and the professor pull off a burglary. Stage 3, me, Grit, and our assistant will pull off the ritual.
No, the two things that you just listed are both stage 1s.
Well, we're good. So that's the plan.
While they're kidnapping him, I'm getting the house.
Yeah.
That's how we know both things
I assume
happen.
Parisa will come to join you.
Well, I assume he would come to join you with the guy.
Well, he's
Well, but-
stealing his keys for you.
Well, I'm going in through the roof, so why was he going to show up at the house and just break into the front while I'm
Yeah.
already in?
Actually, I'm probably going to rendezvous with the professor. I don't need to be for the ritual. See, I already witnessed one human sacrifice, and that was weird. But now I've already seen it, so it's not weird anymore.
No, I'm just saying that if I'm breaking in through the roof and then you show up later, you're going to break in through the front door anyway. Does that make sense?
Oh, well, I could rendezvous with you. I need to tip you off that we're going to kidnap the guy, and then if you need any help carrying any loot away.
But you're
I mean,
already
still-
at the restaurant with the guy, and I'm already at the other place.
You're right. I'm forgetting Prize on the Prize.
Maybe I misunderstood when you were planning last time, because my notes say that the kidnapping happened first. Pariso was to take the person's keys and meet up with the professor. Has that changed?
I'm supposed to basically Grit and I incapacitate the guy. Then Grit carries the guy to the sacrifice, and I rendezvous with the professor to give you the keys so you can just unlock the house.
I
and
guess
get
I
in.
was just hazy on everything.
Yeah.
Literally,
That's
I just
fair.
remember we ended the session because we needed muscle for something, and I don't remember
Because
what the muscle was.
we really, I would want, if I need to incapacitate a guy, because we don't know if he has any I mean, he's a rich guy. He probably has weapons. He might also know how to fight. He could be a wizard. Who knows? I would really want Grit for this.
Did Edward not tell you what who the target was?
It's the last Mission Impossible movie where you need to get the face scan of the guy, and he turns out to be a martial arts badass.
Yeah, he's a rich guy. That's all. I think that's all we know. He's a rich guy because we don't rob people.
Did you want to tell them who it was, Griffin?
I think I did before, but I'll go ahead and say it again. He's an archivist. His name is Jaren.
What kind of archivist?
But I know he's on my case. He knows too much about my past, and I don't want him around anymore.
So he's a personal enemy of Bishop's.
That is correct.
He's also a blue coat.
It's also a blue coat.
Okay, so he might have gold.
Well, I mean, we already knew he was a blue coat when you said he was an archivist.
He's
on
also
your case.
He's also a pencil pusher, so he's going to be a bit of a pushover for Grit, I assume.
He's an archivist specializing in ancient forms of martial arts.
Oh no!
I mean,
all right.
How does my suit look, everybody?
He could usually have. He could have a gun.
So, looking at this plan, it looks like your first step is deception, correct?
That seems to be the case. Yes, Gravity's giving me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, and we already determined the method was Parisa was dressing up. Well, he wasn't dressed up. He was going to his job as a waiter. There, being a signer. Yep. And someone was going to take this guy.
I probably have a job as actually not a waiter, busboy. I'm not allowed to talk to the customer.
Then
that makes it more difficult.
Then our stealing job was a stealth, right?
Well, we have to abduct him, so we have to incapacitate him and get him. And the only way we really have to incapacitate him is Grit doing a chokehold because we don't have.
I can give you sleeping powder.
But we also have sleeping powder. Well, crap! It's easier to insert the sleeping powder into his food and then wait for him to pass out. How does the sleeping powder work?
Or rather, it is. What does it say exactly here? It is vial of slumber essence.
Okay.
I will go ahead and copy and paste that. This is what it looks like. And that'll be used.
Okay.
So you want me to sneak into a restaurant?
No. I need you to hang around the back alley of the restaurant. I sneak him. Apparently, we're going to drug him. I need you to carry a body through the city streets to a remote location.
Yeah, he finally got the job at the restaurant.
Oh,
yeah.
Done for you. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
and I think to answer your question, I think the second part is probably stealth because they're trying not to raise an alarm by doing this by just hacking these.
And you're a big guy who knows how to move around the city with an unconscious body, right?
Yeah, I can manage that.
Do you want me to? Now, here's the trick. I could come with you to help you dispose of the body, but I would probably lose my job at the restaurant. You know how much that means to me.
Oh, should be all right.
If it's important to you, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help.
I'm sure I can get one drugged up blue coat from a restaurant to. Where do you need him, Edward?
Back at Night Market.
Easy as, man.
Oh, wait, no. Coleridge was where we were going. Yeah, because Coleridge is about to pop.
Night Market's the destination. Where is this guy's regular diner?
His regular diner was up, and we had determined Brightstone.
Brightstone. Okay, so we're going from here to here. Okay. We're doing Night Market next? I thought we were doing...
Coleridge is what I meant. Coleridge is where we're aiming. Because Coleridge is about almost done here.
The human sacrifice has to be done in Coleridge.
Yes.
Okay. And Grit, I don't think you're going to be able to use the boat for this because the boat is distinctive.
That's fine. Edward, do we still have some of those uniforms?
That we still do.
All right.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan. All right. So that's the plan. I guess so. a dose of slumber essence. It doesn't say if this is like an ingested or if it's a vapor or.
Last time I smashed the vial against someone's face and they fell asleep, so it should be effective.
Okay, well, I could dose his food with it and then wait for him to pass out.
That would
sounds like
also
a
work.
good idea.
Okay. Do we have a diuretic or anything else we could use, or is that beyond your?
It's just what I happen to have on me.
Okay, I guess I'll have to use that and wait for him to get sleepy, and then get him away from his table when no one's looking. Probably under the guise of like helping him to the bathroom because he collapsed. So that's the plan. I'll poison his food and then watch him and wait for him to collapse and spirit him away, and basically take him outside and like throw him out the window to Grit.
So I guess let's go ahead and start stage 1 then.
And I've been working at this place for several days, so I've already cased the place out.
Yes. But for the other 2 steps of the plan, they are not deception plans. The stealing is a stealth plan, so I need to know what your entry point plan is.
Front door with the keys.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm.
We're going to take the keys off the body. I'm going to pass those off to Professor, and you just go in the front door.
And the last one's an occult, and you already have the scroll for the ritual. You have the guy, and you're getting the power source, hopefully.
That's right.
All right, so I think we're good to start. We're starting with Grit and Percio. Words.
Can I just ask? There's a clock on my sheet that says box, and I have no idea what it is.
The fancy box, you wanted to identify it deeper that had the doll in it.
That's right. Okay, cool. I remember. I thought a doll.
I like it better when you didn't know what it was. What's in the box?
What is this box?
Gosh, anything but the mystery box, please.
Oh yeah, and it likes moonlight. I remember that bit.
The movie?
Yeah.
All
really
right.
Take the box and sit down and watch Moonlight with it repeatedly.
Yeah.
It's really opening up to me.
We're starting in a controlled situation. Percio, you have the floor as this busboy. Nothing out of the ordinary yet. You double check the back alley. Grit's there waiting.
Just as a blue coat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool story, bro.
Raph, that's you.
Well, I mean, you say you were surveying. I said thumbs up. As what? Do I have to do something?
What action are you taking to basically accomplish your plan? There's nothing interfering.
Wait, I feel like I missed.
What would you like to roll, or we'll set the scene? I guess maybe I don't know.
You want me to do a little more set? Yeah. So I'm working as the busboy, and just gathering up dishes and cleaning stuff. I'm gonna wait for him to arrive, and become solo. Like I said, the poison is food. I'm guessing slipping the poison into his food would either be finesse or prowl.
Yes, that sounds about right. Like, you're not sneaking through the kitchen, so I think it's going to be more of a sleight of hand, which is finesse. He has come alone.
Yep.
You have heard his order.
Okay. Since this is important to the plan, I'm going to push it.
All right.
We're still controlled, right?
Yep, we're controlled until there's a 5 or less on the dice roll.
Oh, we need to pick.
Hey, that's a 5 or less on the dice roll.
All right.
Oh,
so you have.
Sorry, I pushed that. I'm supposed to roll an extra die. That was fun.
We all need to pick our item loadout.
Oh yes, everyone pick your
heavy.
I'm heavy because I'm going to be doing my thing.
If you're going to be working at your job, you have to be light, Raph.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're probably correct on that. I'll go ahead and choose light.
All right. And Grit?
I suppose a blue coat can pass off having weapons on them, right? So
they could pass off as normal pretty easily. Heavy might be questioning why that blue coat's walking around with a heavy weapon.
I'll go normal, as long as that makes sense. You know what? I'm going to go light because I might need to move quickly.
That's fair. So, you get this slumbrescence out, and you hear the order. You go over to the chef who's making it, and he's preparing a plate of it. You kind of, while no one's around, and they pick it up, and they walk past Jarvan's table.
Oh, I'm muted. Well, that sucks.
Oh.
I guess that was my only vial, wasn't it?
It is. You probably have to go intercept it and say, "Oh no, this wasn't meant for your table," and move it back.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose my job over this. It's
all that work.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and sneak to the table and just steal it back. That's probably the best bet that I have. Most people don't look at these servants that well.
No, you're all in the same uniform. You're just people. You're in a rich neighborhood. No one cares who's serving them.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and sneak up and just take it back.
Yeah, give me. I want to say prowl, but that is going unseen.
I'm looking at it. It says finesse. Finesse is
yeah.
total misdirection. Prowl is literally
jumping in the rafters. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me another finesse.
I assume it's escalated to risky because I failed to roll.
It has escalated to risky.
Yep. That's all right.
A little more eyes on you than just the kitchen who isn't too concerned.
There
just
we go.
The last boy.
Okay, marginal success. So maybe I can get this back and things become desperate or something else.
Okay, so you get it back. You get the plate in your hands fairly easy. You're spinning around. You almost bump into one of the servers going by them. They look a little confused, but carry on their day, and you get it to this Jarvan who looks up and looks at it and looks at you and looks at it.
Sorry, there's been a mistake with your order. It's free. We'll have it removed from the bill. I smile.
Give me a sway.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a bonus from pre-planning. Roll an extra d6, please.
Holy crap, are these die rolls not going my way?
Wow.
I can't help you any further. I'm sorry.
And Jarvan looks at you. Do you know who I am? Now you go back there and get me my proper meal.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. All right. So I'll go ahead and get him his correct meal, and then I'm going to go outside. Slipping away to go outside is something I can actually do. And tell Grit, okay, Grit, the plan's changed. I'm going to need you to choke a guy.
All right.
All right.
You need me to, like, come and get him.
Well, I'll get him. I'll get him out of the restaurant. Here, I need to sneak you into the restaurant so you can go ahead and hide in the bathroom. I'll try to get him into the bathroom.
The bathroom. All right.
Because I'm assuming this restaurant's fancy enough to have private bathrooms. You just be in the alley.
Yeah.
All right. I'll meet you there.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and do you have prowl?
I have a dot in prowl, yep.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take a stress point and assist you.
I mean, you've come out like a back door. Can I just walk in and get in the bath?
I know. I'm assisting you. That. I mean, I don't think you can just get in for free because Grit, look at you.
I'm not walking through the main part of the restaurant, am I?
No, but you'd be dressed as a blue coat walking through the kitchen.
Yeah. And I don't want anyone to see you come in or out. So yeah, no, I mean literally when you say, "Can I just let you in?" That's what I'm doing. I'm assisting you. So go ahead and make the roll. Just make sure no one in the kitchen sees you. They're gonna go, why is there a cop in the kitchen?
I can handle that. All right. What are we're risky here?
I think we're still at risky, aren't we?
We're still at risky.
All right.
Mhm.
But I assist you for an extra die.
Yep. Okay. Cool. You got a devil's bargain for me, Matt?
It's a good devil's bargain for here. Yeah, there's someone else in the restaurant who will recognize you if this fails. Will recognize you regardless whether this passes or fails.
Yeah, remember, you're a big famous pit fighter.
Someone is so vague. It could that could be so bad and so like also fine.
Well, you picked the devil's bargain. It's your
It's
fault.
it's someone Grit knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that doesn't make it better.
yeah.
Someone from Grit's friend list.
That's why it's a devil's bargain. But you asked for the extra die, so you can do it, right? How hard can this be?
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think it's all right. Like the absolute worst case is it's Grace, and she'll just assume I'm doing something shady. We can work that out later. All right, let's go. All right, I sneak into the bathroom.
Yep.
All right. On your way in, you see Beth is working here today.
Oh, what's she
Who?
doing working in a
And,
restaurant?
and she spots you and gives a smile and a wave and kind of does a double take as you disappear into the bathrooms.
I give her one of these ones.
Wait, do you
quiet.
know her?
Yeah, she was working in that other mansion that we knocked over. She worked in that other mansion that we knocked over.
Oh, well, crap. What's she doing here?
I guess she works here now.
Well, I've been working here too. So have I seen her before? Is she a waitress or something?
She is a waitress here right now.
Oh, crud. Grit, give me some money.
No, it's fine. I've knocked her over a few times too, if you know what I mean.
That's fine. Give me some money.
Okay, fine. Give him like my wallet.
Okay. Well, do you have at least one coin worth?
I don't.
What?
We don't need coin. It's fine. She's a good
All
friend
right.
of mine.
Do you think I could convince her to help us if I dropped your name?
Probably.
All right. I'm going to go sway.
Okay, so you're approaching this waitress who you've already bumped into once.
Hey, I didn't know you were friends with Grit. Grit talks about you all the time.
And she kind of lights up. Oh,
Yeah.
what's he doing here? Did he join the Blue Coats? That doesn't seem right.
Shh. I don't really know the details about that, but he needs you to do a favor. We need. I know it's a big deal. We need you to spill something on that guy over there.
I kind of need this job. Give me a sway.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a sway. Do I get any bonuses for dropping Grit's name, or just a regular sway?
Well, I'll spend a stress and like dropping my name as the assist in the action.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey.
All right.
Listen, both Grit and I will have to owe you one.
Okay. And so a few minutes go by and she waits till his order comes up with his drink and she goes over there and she spills it a bit and you've seen how much of a jerk this guy is and you just brought him free food. He's like, what the hell is this? And he starts making a big fuss and managers start coming out and being like, well, it'll be okay. We'll take care of this. And he's all flustered as the manager walks with him towards the bathrooms.
Oh, wait. The manager's going with him to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
I want to intercept the manager and say, "Here, no, sir, boss, here, let me help him with that. I heard the health inspector has come by. You need to go look into that."
And he pauses. Give me a quick sway. This is risky. Things are.
I know. Ah!
I was about to say, I want to give you another prep point that I told you health inspectors exist and people care about the quality of their food.
Okay.
Take your last prep.
Fine, but if he comes back upset, it's your head. And he hurries off towards the kitchen.
I'll regret losing this job, but it's to commit a crime. I'm going to go ahead and help him to the bathroom, and the act of helping him to the bathroom is, get him in there, and then I'm going to, mind the door so no one else comes in. I'd like to give an assist bonus to Grit to beat the crap out of this guy.
All right. So, Grit, I assume you're just going to take this guy out, give me a quick skirmish?
I think when he comes in, Grit's in the middle of pissing.
So, yeah, this very fancy blue coat definitely would be respected among them. Is kind of angry, wiping at his jacket that got this wine all over it and cursing, just losing his mind.
Yeah, and Grit is pulling up his fly hurriedly. And it's like, "Oh, sir, I didn't expect to see you here.
What the hell are you? Who are you?"
Slam his face into the mirror.
Give me a risky skirmish. You have a bonus die. It's going to be great effect because you're used to taking on mobs. This is just one guy.
Yeah.
One guy, it's slightly angry book nerd. Doesn't see it coming.
See, I would have gone with a sleeper hole, but I'm not. I don't have Grit's finesse.
And you said you're assisting me, right, Peruso?
I'm getting an assist to he's watching the door.
Pushing him in there, and then I'm places. I shut the door and just mind the door. I'm just sitting here watching.
Yeah. Are we still risky standard here, Matt?
Yep. Well, it's going to be great effect because you have an up effect from your ability. But yeah,
we're about to try for this, so
that is reasonable. You know what? I will push myself as well because this is the key part of the plan here. There's the 6.
All right. So yeah, quick slamming his head against the wall, and he just passes out.
Yeah, and I immediately put his arm around my shoulder. He now has alcohol spilt on him.
Mm-hmm.
I wipe his head.
Smells like wine.
Yeah, he smells like wine.
Quick pat down. What's he carrying? I'm looking for his keys and anything heavy.
You see his keys. You see basically his identification as a blue coat. You see 2 case files he had with him, probably bringing them home for the night.
Fine.
As well, he's got his standard issue gun.
Mine.
Yeah, you take all of that. Leave me his ID. Right? Just leave me the ID in case we run into someone.
Okay, here, take the ID.
Yeah, and I tuck the ID into his all right. Pocket where I can access it.
Let's get out of here. I've got a rendezvous with the professor.
All right. I might take him out the back.
Wish he had money on him, but I guess he doesn't, because why would he? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk him out the back.
Oh, you can probably take a coin from the money he has on him. He was expecting an expensive night.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go rendezvous with Beth and say it was Beth, right?
Yeah. Beth is my.
I'm gonna go rendezvous with Beth, and I'm not gonna keep the coin. I'm gonna give the coin to Beth and say, Beth, you're a lifesaver. Cover for me. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go rendezvous with the professor.
All right. And Grit's rendezvousing with Edward, I imagine.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I need to walk this guy through most of the city. Is the problem?
Yep. So just give me this would be a prowl or a sway of some kind, depending on how Grit goes about it.
Yeah, I think it's probably some sort of deception. Rather, he's gonna walk the fastest way down Main Street or just off Main Streets because the way you would if you were escorting a drunk friend somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So probably a sway. You're just anyone who asks, you're just like, you're dressed as a blue coat. He looks like a blue coat superior. He's got a wine stain on him. You have at least a believable story.
That's the plan. I'm just double checking my abilities. Yeah, I don't have anything that's particularly good at deception-y stuff. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean it's just the general like walking through the city.
Gosh, I can't even help you anymore because I just helped pull it off from a distance.
No, I know. Do I push?
You're just on your own, dragging this guy around.
Talk to me about another devil's bargain, Matt, before I start pushing myself.
Devil's bargain is you'll be spotted by the blue coats. They will assume you're a blue coat, but when this guy goes missing, there's going to be a lot closer inspection on uniforms from that point forward.
It's totally okay if you burn the uniforms, by the way.
It might, in other words, it might burn our uniforms, which, I think I'm cool with that.
This feels like the appropriate time for it.
All right.
We've already got a ton of use out of them, so I feel pretty happy. Don't worry about it.
All right.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't,
Well, no, that's going to happen regardless. It's a devil's bargain.
yeah.
Yeah. So they will definitely be sort of like out of.
They will be altering the uniform.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think that's reasonable. Let's go for it. All right. Well, we get there.
All right. So you do sneak this guy through the city. You're stopped a couple times because he's pretty high up, and one of the blue coat stops like, "Whoa, he okay? You need a hand? What happened?"
Oh, mate, he just had a few too many, a few too quickly. We were meant to be having a nice meal, and he insulted someone. I'm just taking him for a walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good job. And they leave you be. They let you walk through Charter Hall, and in Coleridge, no one questions what the blue coats are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I rock up at whatever address Edward's given me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got like some random shack here where we hooked this all up, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, Priso and Professor, you're outside this middle-class home in Charter Hollow. It's probably part of a townhouse that he would be a part of, so he'd probably be on the second or third floor. But it's a nicer building compared to a lot of people.
Yeah. So, Professor, this should be cut and dry. It's the keys. You want me to babysit you, or should I go back to work?
No, you go ahead.
All right. Good luck. Good to have you on board. And pat him on the back. And make.
When you say him, is he a giant spider tank right now?
No, he actually one of his disguises. He has a fleshy coating. It looks human, but he doesn't notice when I insert needles in him because he doesn't feel any pain.
No, that's what I've described before. As I am basically the professor as the best he ever looked in life. Like
I just wanted to know if you were being your big self for looting this.
Not wearing his bandages at all. So.
That would be hilarious. Thank you for the keys.
Smashes through the front door.
Yeah, from the Rampage video games.
After I drop, I would like, after I drop off the keys, I'm out of here. Professor, let me give you an assist bonus to loot the place.
Sure.
So I just give you some quick advice. Yeah, to do 3-story structure, there should be this. Look for crawl spaces. Don't forget to look under the floorboards.
Well, he only has one room here, right?
Yeah, fist bump. Remember, he's a cop, which means he's probably got lots of contraband.
Right, and hidden compartments where he keeps weapons.
All right, so I'll spend a stress point to give you a bonus, and I'm out of here.
All right. So, Professor, you just doing it simply going in, trying the front door, using the key?
I unlock the front door, I step to the side of the doorway, push it open, and see if anything happens.
So, you push it open, there's lights on inside, you hear someone, Jaren?
No. Jaren sent me to pick something up for him.
Okay, that wasn't part of the deal.
What? You didn't tell me about a deal. What deal?
Who are you?
I work down at the station with Jaren.
Well, why don't you step into the doorway so I can see who you are?
How about you step out here?
Because I feel safer here right now.
Do I need to call somebody?
Maybe you should.
Maybe I will. Oh, you remember how this went last time? I'm gonna get my ass beat by whoever the hell this is.
Give me a sway, Professor.
Doesn't even matter that it's a robot now. It's the same thing's gonna happen all over again.
Give me a sway. Let's see if he convinces.
Skill I'm no good at.
Okay. It's risky standard.
Bonus 1 because that's the last thing I got. It was a bonus from. Cool. Maybe you should. Maybe I will. Help! Help!
So
Give
yeah,
the
you're
assist bonus, I guess. But
That was it. I have no dice, so the assist bonus made that into one roll.
yeah,
wonderful.
Take best. 1.
Huh. Well,
The reaction to this is
I should have checked to see if the lights were on and if you lived with somebody, but apparently we didn't do that.
Well, again, it's like an apartment in the second floor of a building, so really, checking under the doorway is what you would have been doing.
No, you check they have windows. You check to see if the lights on.
We circled around. We didn't even know which room it was until we got. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It didn't happen.
we're here now.
I know.
So with that one,
this is rookie level stuff.
with that one, how much does Professor pay attention to who his crew hangs out with?
Not at all. I've been obsessed over this entire time.
That's what I thought. So this woman comes out. She's got a gun. She's bringing it straight up to your head. What does the professor do?
God, I just got this hull.
It's a desperate situation.
I probably try to do one of those moves where you try and grab the gun and twist it around on the person.
All right,
I've seen it in pictures.
You've seen Grit do it before.
Someone once read me a story where this happened.
It sounds like a skirmish check. It's going to be a desperate standard. So you're going to check one of your prowess regardless of how this turns out.
Skirmish. There it is. I've used it so little I didn't even know where it was. All right.
Can I offer you an assist through a flashback where I said, if someone points a gun at your head, this is how you do it?
I'd allow that if you want to spend the stress as a flashback, yeah.
One of those
You okay
weird
with that, Professor?
Yeah, I mean, sure, I'll take it, but it's one of those weird flashbacks with human professor being real awkward.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Well,
fumble.
it might have been the day when you were experimenting with the gun, and you said, "Yeah, if someone points a gun at you like this, you just disarm them like that."
Sure, that one day where y'all forced me to heal.
Next time.
You know what though? Can I also take a what's the devil's bargain?
The devil's bargain would be someone else is going to be showing up soon.
Well, if I have a shotgun at that point, who gives a fuck? I'll take that. There's a 5.
Wow. All right, so you reach up, the gun goes off with a bang, doesn't hit you. You take the gun away from them, and she's staying there. She's a little shocked. How the hell are you so cold? And she starts backing away, confused.
As cool as I need to be, baby. Now, how about you go take a seat? I've probably got to answer the door soon.
And, like you're directing her back in the apartment?
Yeah. You know,
She
I've
goes-
got the gun, so
Mm-hmm. And she heads back in, kind of shifting uncomfortably. Sits on what looks like an uncomfortable chair for the most part. Probably the best he can afford. Probably still higher class than what your crew can afford.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought we were robbing a rich guy.
I'm gonna sit in the chair beside and hold the gun. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can't see. I hold the gun down along it, so it's pointed at her, but away from the doorway, so whoever comes to the door won't see. but still
right.
clearly threatening her with it.
Mm-hmm. So on the table, there seems to be a couple pouches with plenty of silver in it. There's a small bookshelf that this guy seems to keep him entertained. Other than that, it's pretty much a regular apartment. He's got a whole 2 rooms, so it's impressive.
How about you go ahead and tell me what's going on here?
Just here to give my monthly bribe. What are you doing here?
I'm here to rob the place.
Oh. No.
I mean, word to the wise, he's gonna be dead soon. You don't have to pay these anymore.
Fuck, do you know who's going to replace him?
I don't, but I'm probably sure it's not gonna matter. This can probably be done away with.
Right, so you're hearing footsteps starting to run up the stairs and towards this door.
Tell you what, you help me out, I help you out.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, for one thing, you leave alive.
That's not the worst offer I've had today. And you see this large woman with scars and armed with weapons suddenly filling the doorway. She's got a pistol in one hand, a blade in the other, and just looking at the two of you for a second.
Oh, sorry about that. I dropped the gun. You know, slippy fingers.
And her eyes kind of look over at the person beside you, and the person beside you gives a slow nod and holds up 2 fingers. Person in the doorway gives a bit of a nod and steps back around the corner. Doesn't leave, just steps around the corner.
But I mean, the way I see it, I can get what I want, and you can go home with all your money.
Works for me. And she starts picking up half the money on the table.
I mean, I shrug.
And you hear outside, come on, let's go. When she hits the door, you hear the two of them walking down the hall.
She
Got the
left,
apartment to yourself.
I mean, she left half on the table, or
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I'll take that half and scrounge the rest of the apartment with whatever time happens until something else happens.
Give me a study. It's in a risky situation, and we'll jump over to the other two while you're doing that. So, Grit, Bishop, you got this. What did we name him? Marculo.
Yep.
So he's there with the scroll, and he's in this shack, and you see he's not as quick as Ogre is, but he's being very delicate to make sure the things are exact.
Who's this
I
guy?
remember when Ogre was doing this, he did it this way. Are you sure you're doing it right?
No, I've never attempted this before.
Wonderful. Yes, of course.
I'm just following what the paper says.
You're conducting an ancient arcane ritual, and you got someone who's never done it before.
I've done rituals before, just not this one.
The choices are slim, Grit. It would have been Ogre again, but, well, you know what happened.
Maybe we should
Well,
have let the doctor get arrested.
at least you managed to grab the sacrifice. Oh, it's so nice just wrapping up everything together, just all at the same time. It's exciting. Finally,
Well,
those who turn their hand against me shall feel my might.
I did run into a blue coat patrol on the way here. They seemed all right when I explained that he was drunk, but I probably shouldn't wear one of these
Right.
uniforms again anytime soon.
Well, we'll get away with it for sure. That's at least the part I'm concerned with. But,
So-
well, they're going to notice he's missing. Especially now.
What happens with this ritual, Marky Mark?
Well, what do you mean, what happens?
Well, I mean, are there going to be like more ghosts and shit?
Oh, no, I'm hoping there'll be less ghosts because people won't be dying of the plague.
Okay. I didn't like fighting those ghosts.
But this time I've also come prepared because I've noticed there may be some untoward consequences in the future if we keep it up. And I'll go ahead and pat like a triple thick something under my coat. For reference, Matthew, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assist in the ritual, and when the consequences that cause the clock to tick, which go towards unleashing a demon, I want to take those consequences and resist them.
Absolutely.
That is what my goal is here today. So, if you have the ritual set up and ready, let's begin. I remember this part.
Holding his spirit bait charm anyway.
All right. Tier 2. Is Edward assisting him?
Absolutely. I even have a tune.
Right.
So I'm going to knock on a stress.
Oop. All right. So a 5 at the highest. So you're assisting in the ritual. The consequence of it is Essa is going to make 2 ticks. If you resist, it'll only make 1.
Okay. So I will just click resolve here, correct?
Yep. And that'll be your stress cost. No stress.
Minus the highest die. 0 stress.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked. I'm a magical genius. Is this how it feels to be a wizard?
And Grit, who didn't experience this last time, the person in the chair begins to shift and stir, and their eyes light up with this purple light, and their head jerks back, and their mouth opens up, and this beam of purple energy shoots to the sky and kind of explodes from this person, washing over the area. Like going out past the building, just washing through the streets. And it's just a husk left over, and Markello's like, oh, that looked painful.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I think Grit throws up, actually.
But it's the cure, Grit. Everyone in this district has been saved. Can't you just feel the hope welling up inside of you alongside with the vomit?
It's just such an undignified way to go, Edward.
Well,
even Markello's kind of like,
at least he went for the greater good. Imagine dying purposelessly, pointlessly, with no one at your back trying to kill you. It'd be so boring.
I think we really need to look into more security, Edward.
We probably do. But I believe we first need to cover our tracks. We got to dispose of this body, clean this place up, and make sure that you get back home safe and sound.
Grit's as you say that, Grit like pulls out a pistol and cocks it and points it at Markello.
Whoa!
Hold up! No, he's fine.
Didn't you just say we needed?
No, I mean the body on the floor. He has to get home safely. I need him to do this 2 more times.
Oh, okay. You're part of the gang now. And he uncocks the pistol and puts it away.
He's a willing and happy associate, Grant, and I would love to keep both of those adjectives truthful.
And after
nice
that,
to have you on board. And he just shakes his hand, like as if nothing happened.
So he's more traumatized by that than the ritual, but he was a little concerned about the ritual. He's like, yeah, I should get home. This looked like it was bad.
Right. So, great. Let's clean up.
So
now, Edward, you're always going to have trouble disposing of a body in one piece. The best thing to do.
Yeah, Bariso always says to cut it into parts, but he likes to do the one cut technique, isn't it?
Fade to black.
Bishop is becoming a worse person every session because of you people.
Professor, it takes you a while.
That's fierce competition to be the worst.
Yeah.
Professor, it takes you a bit, and like with Priest's advice of tying up 4 boards until you find one that's loose, you do find quite the stash that this person seems to be saving for maybe retirement. It's 5 coins worth.
I mean, he has to have some sort of get out of town thing. Well, I guess he doesn't. It's the only town.
Well, I imagine a lot of it is blackmail stuff.
No, it's 5 coins worth in there. What's the stuff on the table amount to?
the stuff on the table is worth about a coin, but it's all counterfeit money.
Well, it doesn't matter. If it's a
But,
coin worth of counterfeit money, it's the same thing as like what's this worth on the dollar itself? Because people pay for counterfeit money if it's good enough counterfeit money.
Fair.
So about 6 coin worth total then.
Mm-hmm.
If I spend a little bit more time, or are you saying that's all I can ever get?
Well, this is what you found in your search over the last hour. There's not a whole lot of space here.
Well,
Maybe there's something else.
Yeah, I would say specifically we did this so that we get the most amount of time between this guy
Yeah,
getting off work and going back to work. So conceivably, I'd still have about 7 more hours.
Yeah, you could do another study if you wanted to scrub the room again.
Yeah.
Like go take a nap in his bed.
Well, I don't
do that too.
I don't have to sleep though, so.
Which makes it even more decadent.
Like, this next thing would be less tearing the room apart and now going through the different papers he has, seeing what you can use for leverage or money.
Well, it's also tapping at every wall to see if I hear a hollow or...
Yeah.
I'll push myself. That's a 5.
Alright. So, searching through the stuff, you find that he's been investigating demons, apparently. Not in, like, the underworld way of we're going to use demons to help. He is trying to get his hand on demon bane charms for something. You can see he's got a number of contacts, including yours, Jenna, on a list of names of potential people to see.
Okay. Is that it?
That's about it. The rest is just... Go ahead.
I'll spend more time here if I think I can get anything else.
That's about all you're going to get from here. You got everything valuable between those coins, the counterfeit money. You could probably sell the books if you sneak them out for another coin.
Damn, I was hoping to get at least 2 more coins worth of stuff, so it would be divisible by 4.